Good evening. Welcome to the fucking yoga company. No, not that kind of yoga. This is evening yoga, 7 p.m. usually on a Wednesday. That's where I am at in this moment in time. Thanks for joining me. My name is Julia. We are going to start in seated position, and comfortable seated position is whatever that looks like for you. So maybe you want to sit with your legs out, tucking a blanket underneath. You want to draw legs in. This happens to work for me. If you happen to be sitting cross-legged, I would like you not to stack a crisscross applesauce. That just reinforces natural, or not natural. It reinforces the imbalance that we're already struggling with. You could do one leg in, one leg out. Anyway, finding that moment and that position that's going to work for you, we are going to take a moment to pull our awareness from the external to the internal. We want to take a scan of the body, checking in, and just noticing the state and quality of the physical form. Where are you already experiencing some aches or some response, some tightness? We're going to pull that attention and awareness into the state and quality of our thinking and check in. Where is your brain at? What's going on? Something might be left over from the beginning of the week. Something might be trying to push into the rest of the week. Let's move those things off to the side. We want to create a nice, clear, open field of thought for the practice. And once you've found that nice, clear, open field of thought, we're going to move that silence into the awareness of the breath. And that is just that natural intuitive rhythm. Traditionally in yoga, we breathe into and out of the nose. But if that is uncomfortable for you for any reason, just find a way to breathe. Now we're going to invite that breath to get a little bit longer and a little bit deeper. And we want to balance the length of inhale to match the length of exhale. And we're going to work that rhythm, and that's what we're going to try and maintain throughout the practice this evening. Wherever you are in the length and balance of that breath, let's exhale all the air out of the lungs. I'm going to reach down toward the mat. And then I'm going to take a nice long stretch up toward the ceiling. I want to use the inhale to spread my ribs, get long in the spine, and feel that stretch from your hip to your rib cage, releasing that down, just keeping those shoulders relaxed away from the ears. We're just moving with our length and balance of breath. Let's take a nice stretch. It's going to be that kind of evening. Let's take a nice long stretch up to the ceiling. We're going to release the fingertips down to the mat and take a little reach up and over. I swear I have not been drinking today. Although this is the week for it. Nice big inhale and taking that switch. We are going to move in 2 more repetitions to both directions. And let's come on up through center and we're going to take our first forward fold. Let's trace the fingertips down, tucking chin, rolling through the shoulders. We're going to rest the body weight on the elbows. I'm actually going to reach way over here. Grab my block. You don't have to have one. I have just been doing a lot of work today and I'm feeling tight in the low back. So I'm going to stay up a little higher, tuck the chin, wiggle the toes, unclench the teeth. With the next inhale, let's lengthen arms and walk those hands back. We're going to sweep up toward the ceiling. Nice big reach out. And now let's release palms open. Soften the elbows, shrug the shoulders. Tuck the chin forward and give me that little reach back. We're going to let our fingertips drip down toward the floor. And then we're going to change the cross the legs if you happen to be sitting in cross-legged position. Take a little rock side to side. Roll. We're going to take a sweep up to center. We're going to come over for our lean. So let's take it over to that right side. I'm going to open my body up and away, and I want to drip my pinky all the way down to the hip. And then I'm going to inhale and lengthen and take it a little farther over. And we're going to stay on this side. We're just going to work that shoulder. Open that, take that stretch through the obliques. Take that pinky all the way down, wherever you can lead it. And then big reach up and over. So one more time. Rotate the body open. Let that arm reach back behind you. And take that pinky down. Nice big sweep up and over. Going to come on up through our reach and take it to the other side. So let's just release into the length of the arm. We're going to turn. Oh, I'm feeling this side more back. And then come on over and get longer. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Rotate that body open, reach back. I'm hitting the wall. Somehow I got all wonky. Of course, it could be said that I'm wonky no matter what. That's the way that's my natural preset. Reach on back and come on over. Let's come on up for our forward folds. Let's trace down through the fingers, roll those shoulders, tuck the chin. We're going to rest the body weight on the elbows, wiggle the toes, try to relax the feet. We're going to avoid any foot cramps, unclench the teeth. Let's lengthen through the arms, walking hands back. We're going to slowly, unwind. Feeling that low back, nice big reach up. That is a clear sign I have been doing too much. Shrug the shoulders down, relax the elbow, tuck the chin, and reach back behind us. And let's release on down through those fingers. All right, so I'm going to take my left leg out. I'm going to keep my right leg bent, but I'm keeping it at a wider angle. There's no need to try and tuck it up into the pubic bone. And then I'm just aiming my heel kind of in the direction of the corner of the mat. I know you guys are probably sitting on towards the ends of your mats, but that's all right. So we're going to come on up and we're going to take a little more gradual twisting. So I'm just going to twist open and reach out. Just let this back arm release. Come on down. I'm going to reach down. Wherever you can on the leg, I want you to just take a hold and give yourself a little leverage. Doesn't have to be super strong. Let's come on up, big reach, and we're going to unwind and take forward fold. So trace the fingertips down. We're coming to the elbows. I want you to try and push that heel out away from your hip, but keeping the knee relaxed and relaxing the quad, taking those big toes up toward the ceiling. All right, let's lengthen arms on the next inhale, walking hands back. Nice big stretch up. Big open arm circle. I'm going to take my fingertips right behind that knee and bring it in, and I'm going to switch. So I'm taking my right leg out. I'm going to push that heel out and away from the hip. I'm relaxed in this angle, and I've got the back of my knee is relaxed. My quad is relaxed. And we're going to take our inhale up. So we're just going to turn toward that knee. I'm going to release the left arm, and I'm going to reach down that leg. So try to keep that body rotated open. Relax the neck, unclench the teeth. And let's slowly, slowly unwind. Ooh, roll those shoulders. Nice big stretch up. We're going to trace on down and tuck the chin. Roll the shoulders. And breathe, relax. And let's lengthen arms with the next inhale, walking everything back. We're going to sweep up. Reach out and open. I'm going to tuck my fingertips right behind this knee. Bring that in. We're going to move to hands and knees. I like to pad my knees with a blanket, and I'm going to move that block out to the end of my mat in case I need it. Oh, wow, I'm feeling it today, guys. All right. I'm going to take my fists and rest them side by side. I'm going to place my knees to either side of my hands. And then I want to stack hips over knees, 90 degrees. But I'm going to move the heels of my hands out in front of me, half to a full palm's length. So I want you to feel a little overextended from the shoulder to the wrist and directly stacked from hip to knee. Take a nice big inhale here. My fingertips are out towards the edge of the mat, so I'm wide with the placement of my arms, and I'm going to release chin, elbows, and hips. Oh, take that stretch, bow to the back. Wiggle fingers, roll the wrists, make some fists. Inhaling forward. Whew. Exhaling, tucking chin. Place the forearms, scoop the belly, tuck those hips back, and release into the floor. We're going to take more of those, 2 more of those for 4 total. And 1 more time. We're going to inhale forward, and we're going to take a oxen lean. Call this WTF. We're going to look over the shoulder, press out into that hip. Keeping the elbows soft, let's lean in the other direction. 2 more of those. And 1 more time in both directions. All right, to come into center, let's take a little angry cat tuck the tailbone, release the chin, soften the elbows, lean back, take these slides side to side with the hips, but stay arched in the back. We're moving through that glute med and feeling the upper portion of that pelvic cradle. Inhaling through center, let's take our angry cat tuck. So release the chin, take those arms down, scoop the belly, tuck the tailbone back, and relax toward the mat. Wiggle fingers, roll the wrists, make some fists. Inhaling forward. Let's take our oxen lean, 1 in both directions. And switching. Coming through center, I want you to take your right leg back. Lengthen it up, We're going to come rest to the forearms, and I'm going to bend the knee and press up with the sole of the foot, come down, bring the arms back up, and tuck the knee toward the forehead. We're going to do that 2 more times on this side. So lengthen back, rest to the forearms, bend the knee, lift that knee high. Bring the knee down, press up to the hands, tuck in the chin and the knee towards each other. 1 more time, lengthen that leg, relax to the forearm, bend the knee, press up, bring that knee down, take to the hands, tuck that knee. All right, let's replace and take a child's pose. So just kind of work your way back into those hips, bow toward the mat, wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Coming on up, we're going to take our oxen lean. So let's really press out into hip. Look over the shoulder. Inhaling, then switch. Coming through center, big angry cat stretch. Take that side to side sway with that big arch of the back. All right, we're gonna lengthen out. Rest to the forearms, bend the knee, lift high, press that knee up. Release the knee down, come to the hands, tuck the knee toward the chin. Inhale, lengthen. Slowly rest down to the forearms, press that sole of the foot up. Come on down and roll into that back. 1 more time. All right, bring that knee in. Take a little rock side to side. And then we're gonna rest into child's pose for a minute. Dropping through those hips, relax the body toward the mat, wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, make some. Let's come forward. We're going to take our oxen lean, push on out over hip, ooh, and release. Really feeling my right side tonight. Oh. Coming on in, big angry cat tuck. Take that sway side to side, but keep that back arched toward the ceiling. Soften the elbows. All right, we're going to take the right leg out. Rest down to the forearms, lift it up high now. Roll the ankle, point and flex the toes. Take that toe back across the body. We're going to lift up and bring it forward. So let's tuck it into a really easy pigeon. So just turn that foot out from underneath your hip. I'm going to slide on back, take a little rock side to side. And I'm going to come down to my elbows. Ooh. Wiggle the toes, that front foot. Open up those elbows, keep those shoulders relaxed, unclench the teeth. All right, we're gonna come over. I want you to rock to the right and just sit on the side of that leg and the hip. The back leg can do whatever you want. You can keep it long if that's more comfortable. If you don't have any torque on your knee, you can keep that knee at Z sit, right? This is a Z sit. I'm gonna walk up and reach back toward the back of the mat. I'm not doing any reach. I'm just relaxed in my shoulders. I wanna reach back, reach back, reach back. I'm feeling that right on the interior rotation of the left hip. All right, let's come up. Now we are going to stretch and let's reach out and over the shin. All right, we're going to walk up again. This time I want you to reach back. And now let's reach that right arm over the head. So I want you to keep this shoulder relaxed down, bend the elbow, this, whatever this is, like you were holding that beach ball on the shoulder, right? Keeping that space between the ear and the shoulder. All right, I want you to rock that arm behind you. We're going to twist. Take this left arm across the knee and reach around. Are we having fun with this one? Come on up. We're going to take our fold again. So reach up first. Take those fingertips down. Woo. And let's relax here for a breath or two. And by relax, I don't mean actually relax, right? All right, we're gonna rock ourselves up. We're gonna rock to the left. So lengthen that leg if you have it bent. We're back in our pigeon. You should be feeling a little bit more room. So we're gonna open up those arms. You can rest the fists one on top of the other and just tuck your forehead. You can stay here right on your elbows, as long as your elbows and shoulders are wide and open. You can rest the back, whatever this is, the forehead, on the back of your fingers. I'm having a night, people. All right, you're gonna have a choice. We're gonna slowly unwind, walk the hands toward the body, keep their belly button low over the front of that leg. Now you can stay here. You can rock out to the right and take a little emergency exit. Or you can follow along with me, and you don't have to, right? I want you to listen to the energy of your body. But I'm going to reach back left hand to left leg. So I'm supporting my body weight with my right hand. I'm going to reach this toe up. I'm rocking down into that hip to come back. Watch a calf. Don't get a cramp in your hamstring like I'm about to. Ooh. All right. But then I want you to rock over to square up those hips. We're going to stretch that quad right up through the hip flexors. If you joined me, I appreciate it. You're calling me names in your mind or out loud. Unwind that leg. We're going to tuck that back toe and worm ourselves out. Go slow. Ooh. All right, let's lengthen that leg behind us. Oh, nice and slow. Let's take a little rock first. Oh, man. All right, now lengthen that leg. Let's roll the ankle, point and flex the foot, wiggle the toes, a little rock and roll. Give me a big hip circle with that knee. All right, we're going to take a little child's pose. Little rock side to side. Oh, release. All right, we're going to come on up. Let's take an oxen lean, WTF, look over the shoulder. Woo. And switch sides. All right, give me angry cat tuck, little rock with those hips and the arch of the back toward the ceiling. All right, let's rest the forearms, left leg, big long stretch up. Rock and roll that ankle, wiggle the toes, point and flex the foot. We're gonna press up. We're sliding that knee all the way forward. I'm gonna rotate my leg out so that my heel is out from underneath my hip. I'm sliding back a little bit into that other leg. Ooh, I'm gonna take a little rock side to side. A lot of energy here. And by energy, I mean woo. All right, we're gonna come down to elbows if you can. Nice and wide so that our shoulders aren't bunched up around our ears. Wiggle that toe of the front foot, wiggle the toes of the back foot. All right, I'm gonna walk up. Now I'm gonna rock to the left so that I'm laying on that quad, and I'm gonna take that Z-sit. Remember, you don't have to move that back leg in if it's gonna be weird. Just reach back. Just reach on back. All right, I'm gonna reach out with that left arm. I'm gonna take my right arm across to my ankle, my shin or my knee. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Ooh. Not fun. All right, bring it back. I'm gonna tuck my fingers around my leg. Big round arm here. Relax the neck. All right, let's go over that shin. Just relax on out. I think I messed the sequence up of that, but that's the way it goes. All right, we're gonna walk ourselves up. I'm gonna just take that little bit of leverage. Give me that stretch. All right. I'm gonna come on over. So I'm gonna rock back into this pigeon. Take a little rock side to side. Now, this is where you decide if you've got a little more room to take that fold. Wide with the elbows. Maybe stacking the fists to lower the head, or maybe you can rest your head all the way down on the back of the hand. All right, let's slowly come on up. Now you can stay down here. You can take that emergency exit out and sit in Z-sit, take a little stretch, or you can join me for this bind for the quad stretch. All right, so I'm gonna bring my toe up. I'm gonna reach on back, a little easier on this side, I don't know why, and rock those hips over. Be square toward the front of the mat. Big inhales, big exhales, unclench the teeth, and slowly, if you've taken that bind with me, relax. Let's go a little bit down. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna tuck that back toe. We're gonna start working our way forward with that leg. Oh, let's go so slow, so slow. Oh, reach that back. Roll that ankle. Bring that leg in, bring it out. Give me a couple of big hip circles. Oh. Ooh, let's take a little child pose. Widen up the knees, touch the toes, little rock side to side. Oh, release down toward the mat. All right, we're gonna walk ourselves forward. We're coming down to our backs. I'm gonna grab a drink and move this blanket. I am gonna be working with a strap tonight, but I will cue without, so don't worry if you don't have one. I know we're all making do with what we can get. Grabbing a quick drink. All right, let's slide it on back. Be careful, go slow. Oh yeah. Bring those knees up, give them a squeeze. Let's rock and roll the ankles. Take a little sway, side to side. Ooh, my goodness. All right, we are gonna work a little figure four. So, and we're gonna take some rock side to side. It's gonna be really fun. And by fun, I mean, okay, taking the right ankle over the top of the left knee. Worst inspirational teacher ever. Okay, we're gonna just Let's see, what am I doing here besides entertaining myself? I'm opening up my arms, palms to the ceiling in a kind of sloppy cactus arm. I want you to feel nice and open in the chest. And we're just going to be using our core. So left foot's on the mat, right foot is on our knee. The ankle is actually on the right above the divot in my knee. Nice big inhale here, please. Now I want you to engage the core. We're just going to bring that knee up with the power of our core. Draw it as far as you can. And then relax it on down as you inhale. And we're going to do that 3 more times. So just draw up and release down. We're going to draw on up and release down. All right, I've got my foot on the mat and I'm still in this figure 4. I'm going to take my left hand and just hold on to my right ankle. Is that my right ankle? That's my right ankle. Left and right is only important when you're driving. Okay, and that depends on the country you're in, although none of us are really leaving the country right now, are we? All right, wiggle toes. We're going to come down to the mat with the sole of that foot. I want you to hang on to the ankle and try to keep that knee as far from your body as possible. If it's collapsing in, I want you to rock that knee away from your torso. Slowly, slowly walk up, rock up. I want you to bring your hands to foot and knee, draw up. All right, we're going to rock this like a baby. That's the only way I can describe it. I'm going to draw sideways to the right, press your foot and take your knee over. And then we're going to rock across to the left. We're just going to move side to side. So it's just try to keep that knee open, away from the body. Try to keep that top foot flexed. On this round, I'm feeling it right in piriformis and glute med. Over here, I'm feeling it, where am I feeling it? I'm feeling it on the adductor and my hip flexors. One more time. Draw, and back. All right, give it a little squeeze. And we're going to lengthen that leg. I'm going to hang on to the knee, the left knee with both hands. Go slow. Ah. All right, wiggle those toes, rock and roll that ankle. All right, bring that knee slowly up. Let's give it a squeeze. All right, same thing. I'm going to put right foot on the mat, left ankle across right knee. Open my arms up, relax those shoulders, palms toward the ceiling. Take an inhale and prepare. 4 rounds. Draw it up. Scoop the belly and bring that knee up with the power of your core and your leg. That's your hip flexor. Whew. And draw. Two more. All right, I'm going to release that foot to the mat. Right arm is going to take left ankle. And I'm going to rotate the sole of that foot all the way to the floor. Try to keep that knee rotated away from the body. Ooh. I'm feeling that on the piriformis, glute med. Actually, I'm feeling it right up here in my oblique insertion and the transverse abdominis. I've been packing boxes. We're going to try to put our house on the market with 3 dogs, 2 cats, and a daughter and a son-in-law in the basement. Don't worry, I'm not moving out. Well, I am moving out of town, but I'm not moving away. And it won't matter because we're all online together anyway. Ideally, we will eventually have space for you to come see me. socially distant. All right, I'm gonna unwind here. Oh man, left hand to left knee, right hand to right foot. Oh, draw it in, ow. All right, we're gonna rock this baby. So I'm gonna go straight across. You can see this a little bit differently from this side. And draw it straight back. So just drive that knee toward the floor. Try to keep the hip square. Oh, I'm feeling that right here. Oh, tight hips. Ooh. Oh, a couple more of those. Ooh, I don't know why, but we're gonna do it some more. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry, I'm groaning and moaning. Bringing that up and give it a squeeze. All right, let's unwind that leg nice and slow. Take the right hand or the hands over the right knee. Oh, so slow. Reach. Wiggle those toes and rock and roll the ankles. Woo. All right, bring that knee up. Give it a little squeeze. Take a little rock side to side. Let's take our hands to the insides of those knees and press out. Oh, roll the ankles, wiggle the toes. Let's let the arms hang or let the legs hang for a bit. All right, we're going to turn the hands around to the other side. I want you to take an inhale here. I'm going to keep this wide angle of the knee. We're going to work that Apanasana, but we're going to draw knees toward the outside of the shoulders, right there. Inhaling, unwind just a little bit to the length of the arms. Exhale, draw knees to shoulders. Ooh. Inhale and exhale. We're going to do this 2 more times. Bring those knees in, give them a little squeeze. All right, we're going to move hands to shins. So somewhere between your knee and your ankle, you're going to hang on to the leg. I want you to keep the shoulders open. So I cannot take the outside edge of my feet without looking. I have to roll off the mat to get there. So I want you to open up the shoulders. Keep the shoulders pressed back. The back is in contact with the mat. No rolling up. And then you can just slide to the length of your arms. It doesn't matter. Press the soles of the feet together and drop those heels toward your pubic bone as you draw the knees away from the shoulders. All right, we're going to move the soles of the feet to the ceiling. You can hang on here at the knees. You can hang on at the ankles. I like to take the sides of my feet. I want you to drop your shoulders. So I'm 90 degrees with my knees. Soles of my feet are pointed toward the ceiling. I'm drawing down toward the floor with my hands. When the kids were little, I'm sure you guys have heard this story before. It's a funny story, and every time we're in this position, it makes me think of it. Q was little, and we were in California. And, you know, they have lots of tropical bugs there. And I've been doing yoga for a long time, and this is called dead bug. And it never actually occurred to him till one day he saw one of those giant palmetto bugs feet up in the air, and he was just started cracking up out of nowhere. I'm going to take a hold of my big toes. You can take a hold of the ankles or the lower on the shins. We're going to press the feet out for a reclined wide angle. Woo! Anyway, he just randomly burst into laughter, and I asked him what he was doing. And he said, I finally get it, dead bug, yoga. Anyway. All right, bring those knees in carefully, or the heels in. Bring the knees in, give them a squeeze. Oh, little rock side to side. All right, we're gonna take a little windshield wiper sweep, and then we'll work a little Apanasana. Take the toes. Oh, I am having so much energy release. Quads, hips, glutes. Whew. All right, let's take the knees over to one side. Give them a sway. And let's go this side. Whew. Rock into one side. Let's do this a few more times. All right, we're going to take this last repetition, and what I would like you to do is then work the soles of your feet together, and you get to choose the angle of your hip to heel. We're going to work into a little reclined cobbler. Take a little rock side to side. Press the soles of the feet together. Now, the closer your heels are to the pubic bone, you're going to be a little deeper into the adductors. The further away you kind of go, you're into the hip flexors. So maybe play around with the angle of the say that 5 times fast. Play around with the angle of your knee and see where it feels good to relax those legs. And by feels good, I mean, you know, getting a nice little stretch. I'm going to take my hips, hands to hips. I want you to rock your shoulders a little longer so you're feeling stretch through the torso, and then give me this kind of YMCA arm. Y. We're just going to take a few breaths right here. If you're feeling a big anxiety or you're getting kind of a clench, just take a little lift and rock and roll with those knees, and then relax and take another breath or two. All right, I'm going to slide my hands down. I'm going to help my knees up to the ceiling. Oh, bring your knees cup over, or cup your fingers over the tops of your knees. Let the legs hang in the length of the arms. We're going to take our Apanasana. So let's take a nice big inhale. Exhale, draw knees to ribs. Give that little reverse tuck. Inhale. And draw it in. We're going to take a few of these. I think we're going to take 6. That was 2. So let's take 4 more repetitions. Let's take 1 more. That will be 4 or 6 total. All right, we're going to take feet to mat. Scooch those heels toward your glutes. I want you to take, we're going to take some pelvic crunch. I promise I have not had any wine today. Maybe I should. Might smooth out my flow. All right, we're going to take some active bridge. Active bridge. But we're not going to go all the way up. We're just going to take pelvic tilts. That's the word. All right, I just maybe need to go to bed. Let's rock a little side to side. Reach those fingertips down. Tuck the chin. Keep your gaze either at the ceiling or close your eyes. We're just going to take these little half rolls. So just a little press up. You can inhale just till you're into the top of the ribs, the bottom of the ribs, and then release. Let the glutes and the tailbone get heavy. Let's do that again. Inhale, just tilt up and release down. We're going to do this a couple more times. Woo. Let's take 2 more of those. All right, after this one, we're going to lengthen those legs. Reach on out with the toes. Reach up with the arms, and now really take that stretch through the side body. I want you to lengthen those hips. Maybe even a little rock, like work those heels down to get long through that low back. All right, we're going to bring our arms down. Let's bring a knee up. Give it a squeeze. Bring the other knee up. I want you to take a scan of the body. Where do you need a little extra relief? There is a lot of energy release going on in this low back hip structure. I know, I feel like I say it every single time. I think every flow is just, that's where we're tight most of the days. We're going to start working our way towards Shavasana, but I want you to take those stretches that you like. I'm going to take a little hamstring stretch, and then we are going to start working our way to the position that you're going to take for final relaxation. So give yourself that stretch that you'd like to have. And then be mindful of your body temperature. I don't know where you're at. I don't know if you've got the air conditioning on or if you're rocking the last of the afternoon sun. I want you to be comfortable in your body temperature so that you are not going to be getting chilled. We are going to take a rapid cool down, which at the beginning of August, which is where we are in this particular moment, that might not be a bad thing. All right. You can lay in Shavasana. Traditionally, it is fully extended. Legs extended, arms resting at your sides, palms up. But if you are not comfortable laying on your back, and not a lot of people, some people are not, that's perfectly okay. You can keep your feet on the floor with your knees toward the ceiling. You can let them relax towards each other a little bit. You can tuck a blanket underneath your knees. You can fold a blanket underneath your hips and low back. You can roll a blanket underneath your neck. But I would like you to get there. So take that moment to make yourself comfortable. I'm going to double fold my blanket and slide it right underneath my hips and low back and keep my feet on the floor. All right, soft, easy inhale. Soft, easy exhale. We want to bring our attention and awareness into the state and quality of our forehead. Notice all of those tiny little muscles and nerve endings from temple across the line of your eyebrows to the other temple. Smooth that all out and feel those temples sneak a little toward the floor. Let's notice that energy down through the jaw and the cheeks. We want to soften the face. Unclench the teeth and relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. We're going to continue down through the strap muscles. So feel those muscles of the neck. Let them soften. Trace that relaxation all the way down across the shoulder caps, through the biceps and triceps. Down through the elbows, the forearms, the wrists. Give the fingers a wiggle, make some fists, and then relax the arms toward the mat. We want to bring that relaxation from the base of the neck down through the shoulder blades, through the length of the spine to each side of the hips. Relax the glutes and feel that torso rest toward the floor. Relax that energy out of the quads and wrap around the back of the leg. We want to relax that space behind the knee. Let the energy out of the calves, maybe a little flexion or a little rock side to side. Roll the ankles, wiggle the toes, and then feel the lower body, the legs rest heavily toward the floor. Let's move the attention and awareness into the state and quality of our thinking. And if there are some things trying to scratch at our attention, we would like to slide them off to the side. Let's hold this silence for a little while longer. We're going to anchor that silence into the awareness of our breath. We want to follow that breath into and out of the lungs. We're going to draw some deeper breaths into the lungs, start pulling them longer. Big sign inhales, big sign exhales. Let's wiggle the fingers and roll the wrists. If you have your feet on the mat, let's lengthen those legs out. Wiggle the toes and roll the ankles. I'm just going to slowly bring a knee up. Take a hold of it in one hand. Rock and roll that foot. Bringing the other knee up. Giving those knees a squeeze toward the body. And let's take some rocking side to side. Roll from one end. Cross the lower lumbar to the other. Just bring in some movement back into the body, working through maybe some knee circles. All right, we're going to rock completely over to one side. Rest your head on your arm. Take a breath or two right here. I'm gonna lengthen my top leg and work myself back up into comfortable seated position, going a little slow. Whatever that looks like for you, and it might be different on this end of practice than it was at the beginning. Take a slow rock side to side. Let's roll those shoulders open. I'm gonna tuck my fingertips over my knees and lean away from the length of my arm. And bow that chin forward and take that lean in the other direction. All right, let's settle the weight center. Stack shoulders over ribs, ribs over hips. Let's take a little scan of the body, checking in state and quality of the physical form on this end of the practice. Pulling that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking. Let's check in. Let's invite this silence to remain. There might be some things that you need to pay attention to, but I'm gonna ask mine to stay off to the side and try and relax the rest of the evening. Taking a moment and bring some awareness into the breath. That soft, easy inhale, soft, silent exhale. Finally, I'm just going to release practice, slowly blinking my eyes open. I'm going to take this stretch up to the ceiling. If you're feeling really groovy and kind of lovely, don't worry about joining me. Just like to get this last little reach up. Taking that down, taking a moment to honor your body and for doing what you asked it to do and all the hard work it does to get you from one another week to the other. My name is Julia. If you have any questions, you can email me at yoga@jclynn.com. Thank you. This is the Fucking Yoga Company. Thank you so much for supporting my online gig. I know I say it, I know I type it in the emails, but guys, really, it means a lot that you are willing to spend your hard-earned money to come and do yoga with me. I can't tell you. Have a wonderful evening. If you're a sustaining member, don't forget there's an extra class on Friday. Tomorrow's Thursday. It's going to be a full-on Vini yoga flow. So it's going to be a little bit different. And I hope to see you there. Or you're going to get the video link. So anyway, hit up the website, www.theeffingyoga.com, blog.com, yogablog.com. Someday it'll be nice and slick in a header right above my head or over here. I don't know. Check out the calendar. There are some purchase links there, but some of you are secret loyalty members. So I hope you have all of your links. I've been trying some different things. I'm sorry they're not all working out. That's all I've got for you guys. I so appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. Have a good night.